Remember back when I was younger, I always thought Sora was a bitch name. Like he looks more like a he looks more like a Kyle, doesn't he? You have to use the power of the Keyblade, Kyle, to unlock the hearts of men. Like, am I right or am I right? Okay, I guess I'll go fuck myself then. What I do remember though is that that soundtrack was slamming, my nigga. And people over
It
here
was
talking about,
funny.
people over here, that shit was a fucking bop, my man. And people
I
over here
thought
talk
the
about,
fuck, but he was like, I wasn't a big
Honestly, I
fan of
don't
chanting. I'm
understand
like,
why
what?
you guys are so hyped about it. Like,
what, that soundtrack? No,
whatever.
not Cha-La. I don't give a fuck about Cha-La. I'm talking about goddamn that soundtrack that was playing when Goku was fighting Broly for the first time and when Gogeta was fighting Broly
The
for the
one
first
that
time.
you posted on Facebook.
Yeah.
Man, when fucking
Nah.
when I was
What do
the
you
one
mean,
when
nah?
Broly died, and I'm like,
Nah.
fucking Broly got super.
No, it's legitimately the thing that would probably have made it better was just take out fucking Broly or Gogeta.
That was
whatever.
the best part. That made the song. What are you talking about? Who are you?
They could have done something else.
No.
Not just some bullshit
You
like
see,
that.
it-
Okay, we have an announcer in a song. Are you fucking me right now?
You need to listen to it a few more times to understand it, my man, because that shit was fucking dope. You take that shit to the gym and you will get a fucking six-pack right after, my nigga. That shit was fucking dope, my man.
No, I
Actually,
can't.
And it's just like what I said. It's just like
It's
just like what I said
the
in
music
the.
itself is good, but the lyrics of choice is not. Okay.
You just a hater,
Just
man.
saying Broly and just saying Gogeta is not that.
That shit was hype, my man. And you know, it's just like what I said on the Facebook post. It's not the announcer saying Broly and Gogeta. It's us saying Broly and Gogeta. It's the 12-year-old in you saying Broly and Gogeta. You see, you don't understand because, oh, I'm getting older. Let me go ahead and fucking be bitter and jaded. Shut the fuck up, Ace Hunter. That was dope. Your job.
Ma'am.
Exactly, it's ma'am.
It was funny, bro.
That's probably why GameStop is going out of business. Nah, that's not why GameStop is garbage. But
No, we gamers have already tried to have wage war against GameStop.
yeah.
GameStop, man. Like, no, took my PS, no, not my PS2, my fucking VR set back. I took a whole bunch of like consoles and shit back to GameStop. I sold my PS3, my headset, camera, and everything. Guess how much money these motherfuckers give me, bro?
How much money those motherfuckers give you?
It's like $70, bro.
GameStop got me fucked up, dude. That's why I don't even be fucking trading my games in. So I have a pile of PS3 and old PS4 games that I'm never gonna play again, and I can't really sell them on GameStop because they're just gonna fuck me over. Give me like a fucking dollar and a piece of bubble gum for it. So.
No lie, straight.
And I don't wanna sell it on fucking Craigslist or
Damn.
something because a nigga's gonna kidnap me and put it in my butt or some shit. So.
Didn't he go out of Golden Frieza with how he was getting his ass beat so bad?
I think like towards the very end.
Like shit, man. I was watching that shit. I was like, oh my god, this poor f***er. And he's like, he goes into Golden and he's like, I'm going to fucking whoop your ass. And then like coming back to the next scene and his ass is just fucking being pounded.
For real. What I'm mad about.
Broly gave no f***s.
What I'm mad about is that like before the movie came, when the first trailer came out, you know, I'm over here hyping it up. This is months and months before the movie release. I'm over here hyping it up to my girl, like, yo, we gotta see this movie. It's coming out around my birthday. You gotta take me to see this movie. And she's over here making it sound like she knows about Dragon Ball Z. She's like, oh yeah, I used to watch this as a kid. Come the day of the movie, she's like, yo, Sean, I have no idea who the any of these characters are. I'm like, what?
It's a trap.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
I'm like. She told me she saw like 5 minutes of the Saiyan saga and that's it. I looked at her like she
Oh my
farted.
God.
I'm like, bruh.
School, right? And fucking, she wants to be popular, so
Why is
She
Gohan's
like-
dick so big?
what?
Look, I'm playing. Okay, so I'm playing Xenoverse.
no.
I'm playing.
What?
Before you tell the story, let me go ahead and say this. I'm playing Xenoverse 2 right now, and I'm in the Frieza saga. You know where Gohan's like, you know, wearing his little Saiyan jumpsuit, little 8-year-old Gohan, And this nigga 8-year-old Gohan, he's already ripped this shit. This nigga has a fucking ultimate the most noticeable bulge I've ever seen. And like, I'm not gay or anything, you know, I'm not getting my rocks off on it. It's just like something I noticed, like, why is this nigga's bulge so out? Do Namekians have penises?
No.
Well, I mean, how do you know? Like, is it in the fucking Daijenshu, or is it just some shit that you heard?
They're asexual. What are you talking?
Oh, yeah, that doesn't mean they don't have dicks.
Why would they have a? Wow, I got cheese. Why
No,
would they have a dick?
continue with your story. I'm getting too invested into this fucking conversation about green pickle
Why
dick shit.
talking about cartoon character dicks?
I mean, you over here telling me about a high schooler hentai, so you continue.
So you come out of nowhere, Gohan has a like what?
I was watching a cutscene, nigga. Just continue. I'm curious.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
curious.
Look, this whole conversation turned into a fucking ridiculous ass like anime titties and dicks. Okay,
Hey,
like
what can I-
that's essentially what just happened.
What can I say? I'm my mom's son, you know? I remember I was watching Spider-Man 3 with my mom a
What?
couple of years ago, and the first thing she told me, she leaned over to me and said, "Hey, yo, Sean, look at his dick."
Didn't play Monster Hunter.
At the
Yeah,
very
no
least,
shit.
they need to put a health
Does it-
bar under that nigga so I can know what I'm doing.
What?
Yeah, you heard me.
Yes.
They need to put a health bar.
I could essentially fucking take out the scan on Kingdom Hearts and be fine. The only reason I keep scan on is because I'm just loading up all the AP abilities.
No,
if
the
I needed to scrunch in some ability points, I would take scan off. It would be the first thing I take off.
I'm real happy for you, Thunder. I'll let you finish. But some of us have a fucking life, and I want to know that I'm doing actual damage to this goddamn monster, so I'm not like sitting here all night wondering what the f is going on.
What the?
I'm sorry to let you know this. I'm sorry to let you know this, but you won't do damage in early game, okay? I'm sorry.
Then that's
I'm
ridiculous.
sorry.
A fucking boss
I'm
fight,
sorry.
a fucking
I'm
boss fight
sorry.
in Monster Hunter
I'm
shouldn't
sorry.
take 40 minutes.
What is that?
I'm sorry, Neon. I'm sorry to burst your f***ing bubble where you think like everything should be handed to you on a silver platter.
I don't
no,
believe-
nigga. This is not how this works.
I don't believe everything should be
Simple.
handed to me, but I should feel like I'm making some goddamn progress with a simple health
And
bar.
you do make progress by making more armor. What the fuck?
Why do I have to fight the fucking monster 15 times just so I can have enough to make one piece of armor so I can repeat the exact same process again with the next monster? Is that what Monster Hunter is? Because that's garbage.
You have to make all one set. Nobody said that. Nobody ever. Now, they did say you had to do it if you wanted to farm it, but if you're in low level, because you were at low level at the time, you could literally just go from monster to monster, craft whatever parts that you were able to actually grab, and just build your defense up that way, okay? None
That's
of this
gonna take
really
just as
matters.
long as grinding, though.
The
Yeah, that's what I said.
progression. That's
That's what-
progression.
That takes too fucking
You're
long.
still doing story progression while also crafting the armor that you are able to receive from the monsters that
See,
you killed.
This
while
is
on your
exactly why.
progression.
This is exactly
What the
why. This is exactly why I play EA games, because with their microtransactions, it gives me a sense of pride and accomplishment knowing that I grinded my way to get something and paid my money for it.
You're a disgusting individual.
Now, speaking of Final Fantasy, I'm freaking mad that the City NT is so fucking garbage.
Did you actually play it?
Yes, I played the beta.
Yeah.
And that's all there
Play
is.
the beta.
That's all there is, though. Like, when you play the City and you see how much depth and complexity there is in that, and how shallow NT is in comparison, that makes NT fucking trash.
You're riding on the boat with everybody else, but okay.
What do you mean I'm writing on the book? Everyone else is right about that, then.
No, everyone is not right about it because we've all had this discussion before. This game was crafted in the competitive mindset in mind. It wasn't crafted with the f***ing story and all that shit that everybody
Oh.
wants to f***ing complain about. Go play Opera Omnia if you want to have
What?
your f***ing story, okay? Go play f***ing Opera Omnia.
Anya is worse. I don't f***ing care about
Play
Opera.
Opera Omnia.
I don't.
Play it.
It's not even.
Like,
I'm not
play
even.
f***ing story. No, go f*** yourself, okay?
What
If
the
you want a goddamn story, go f***ing play Opera Omnia. Go get on your phone,
I-
go download the game, and go play your gotcha game, okay?
I just said. I
No.
just said I don't care about the story.
No,
it's the
no,
gameplay.
no,
It's the
no,
gameplay that I'm on
It's
about.
a competitive game in mind now.
Well, it does. I've seen
Beat
competitive
off.
games that have more complexity than NT. NT is so shallow for a competitive game.
What do you mean? Hold on. What?
Like,
Wow, he really switched targets like that. He'll actually
like in
do
the
this.
City of Duodecim and the first one, you have all these different you have all these different combos that you could do. You hold your analog stick back, you can do
here
this.
comes that
Forward,
argument.
you can
Please,
do that.
Please tell me, please. Okay,
But-
this argument here that
But in
multiple
NT
HP attacks.
Yes,
multiple
exactly, that
chain
too.
HP attacks.
Exactly, that
Oh my
too,
God,
that
guess
too.
What that leads to spamming the same fucking bravery combo just to lead to an HP.
Don't
And I'd
people
rather-
already-
I'd
don't people
rather-
already do that in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
City
exactly.
of
I'd rather
NT?
have the option to see different kinds of HP attacks in the same two over and over again that you see in NT.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, bitch.
Nah. Tard.
I don't know why you gotta beat all that.
Nah, I'm fucking done with you guys. Like, shit. I don't. You guys just want to argue for the sake of arguing. I just need to just stop being baited. That shit was baited right there. And
How
I
was that
should've
baited?
realized. No, that shit was baited for me to argue back with you.
No, it wasn't baited.
It
I'm
was
trying.
baited.
I'm trying to
It
figure
was
out. I'm
some
trying to figure out how you
shit.
can sit there and try to defend the city of NT when everyone knows it's so fucking shallow. There's
This game is fine. It is fun.
No.
It is competitive.
It could have
is
been better.
what I wanted.
It-
It was what I wanted. It was what a lot of people who were actually fans of the game wanted.
everyone who wanted.
Man.
Everyone who
You-
saw. Everyone who
You-
saw
no,
the
no,
Cydia
no, no,
game
no,
coming
no,
to console.
No. Okay, so anybody that actually played the game, followed the game, and kept up with the game, actually knew what it was going to be. Those that followed, kept up, and knew what this game was going to be were not disappointed.
I was
We
severely
all
disappointed.
knew.
I was just as
We
excited
all
as you were.
knew back from 2006 when the game was first announced in 2006. We all kept up with it and knew about its existence.
And like I said, I was just as excited for that
No,
game as anyone
you were
else.
not.
And that
No,
game
you
ended
were
up being
not.
yeah. That's why the game is dead and getting ready to go free to play, right? Because everyone knew exactly what it was going to be.
No,
wow.
because the West decided not to like it, okay?
Because the
Over in
West knew
Japan,
that shit was garbage.
Over in Japan, top-selling arcade game right now.
You're talking about the people who got nuked fucking twice and suffering from radiation poisoning, secluded on the fucking island. Who cares what they want, nigga? Who cares what's top selling? They don't have anything else. All they have in Japan, Ace Hunter.
players ever, you know,
All they have in
fuck off.
Japan, Ace Hunter, is radiation poisoning, vending machines where you can buy panties, and fucking hentai. Fuck out of here. They got nothing else going on. So of course it's the #1 game over there. The fuck you mean?
You know what's second though? You know what's second? Gundam Versus.
Isn't
Who's playing Gundam?
I knew he would chime in on that shit. I was waiting. Let me go ahead and cue this in real quick just so I can get him.
Wow, I cannot believe that just happened to me. Gundam Versus is trash.
Gundam Versus is fun actually.
Oh my
Dude,
god,
me
yo,
and Ace Hunter- no, wait for about a good hour for a matching Gundam Versus.
Well, that's just because the game isn't alive here in the West. Okay, the game over there in Japan is apparently lively.
This game is doo-doo.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
No, like literally, some of
I'm
the
sorry
games
you
are
feel that way.
with the other ones.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I mean, apparently a lot of people feel that way if it's dead.
Oh, only in the West apparently, and a select
mean,
few people in their West think that
I
is
mean,
actually
that's-
pretty good.
Considering that we're Westerners, Ace Hunter, that's all that fucking matters. I don't think you understand that we're not in Japan. Cocksucker. So the game is dead. The city NT is dead. When was the last time you played NT, Ace Hunter? Is it because the game is garbage? You know what else is garbage? Final Fantasy Realm Reborn.
Can we not get in that argument?
No, we're gonna get to this fucking argument. We're gonna get into this shit, man, because this nigga Ace Hunter is the biggest cocksucker over here trying to defend this bullshit. Oh, the game is so complex. You don't stand around in one spot spamming your skills and dodging AoEs. There's so much depth and complexity. Materia! Out of here.
That's just that increase. I'm dead.
The side quests are so deep and engaging.
Can't focus.
They betrayed the queen. They betrayed the queen.
Hold on. Like, I know you're trying to bait me, so I'm not gonna get baited with this. A little bitch about it. So, it's okay.
So that's why you're playing Final Fantasy 14, because you think you have to prove me wrong at something. Fuck your game, Ace
No,
Hunter.
I don't have to prove you wrong at all.
Because I noticed when we talk shit about your games, that's when you start playing them to try to prove a point. I bet you're gonna get on
You
NT.
do.
I bet you're gonna get on NT sometime this week because fuck you guys, stick it to the man.
No,
I
I'm
enjoy
about to
this
probably
game.
play it whenever fucking what's his name comes out. Snow comes out. I don't need to validate anything because
Well, you could have fooled me, Ace Hunter.
You really could have fooled me too. I was talking about my hero. My hero.
My hero.
My hero.
My hero. That My Hero game is fucking garbage too, man.
Nobody's playing my hero. No.
I'm sorry you feel that way. As somebody who's at the top 50th on the leaderboard. Sorry.
Your top 50th?
Yeah.
You know why? You know why? Because no one plays that fucking game.
I'm sorry.
What was that battle royale that came out recently? The Culling? That fucking no one plays. You can get on the Culling right now and probably be the #1 player in the world because literally no one else in the world is playing that game. So good job with your top 50th rank, you cocksucker. Carry that shit to the grave.